Hello, ladies. How are we doing? Hope everyone is doing well. I know it's been a very fucking long time. I've been traveling and been doing all sorts. But if you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it about. And yeah, I'm gonna jump straight in. I've got a fair bit I need to speak about. So I'm gonna go through Bitcoin. I'm gonna go through ETH. I'm gonna run through a few of these. Um, Not many. I've already arranged all these. My charts are still a little bit messy, so I do apologize on that front. But yeah, just gonna go in and sort of show what I'm seeing really. Pretty much what we've got right. I don't think this is gonna happen now, to be honest. If you remember me previously down here, right? Remember previous down here was expecting, right? Obviously, you've got WXY, you've got your ABC, wave X, come up to your first B, and then you've got another ABC. That's WXY. The issue that we have now is that this can't just be a normal ABC. I mean, it can, but it just doesn't look right. So you can't have wave A, wave B, then like a 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, then wave 5, then that, then go. You could, but it just wouldn't look right, to be honest. And you probably couldn't come all the way up here and then slam down. I mean, you might do. You might even wick that and then slap down. You slam down. You could do, but I just personally, you're probably gonna go as high as your 1.618, which is up here. There's just way too many people, literally, and when I see way too many people, I mean everyone is showing a chart, that there, that there. We're coming up here, we're going to slam down, we're going to take all of these lows. Let me just clear this up. We're going to slam down, take all of these lows, come back up, slam down, take all these lows, and it's probably continuation. I have seen fucking everybody talk about that. So to be honest, that alone is making me doubt it. What you might get, you might still have. I doubt this is going to play. I doubt this is going to get swept now. To be honest, I think too many people are looking for a good entry, deviation, or continuation. Way too many people looking for another entry. I think that if this is the start of wave two, it might be. I'm going to show in a second why it could be. I am still doubtful, just because of how some of the alts um, Sorry, I am still doubtful, but the reason why it could be is because of some of the alts and what they've done. But yeah, it just looks tiny for a wave two. Oh shit, it just looks tiny for a wave two. Like wave one, wave two, you never get that. Like you never ever ever see that. It's like this. This was a corrective move. Like it's normally an A B C. A B C. You normally get an A B C. It's normally wave one, then wave two, and then you sort of going up like this. It rarely happens like this, but I'm just going to quickly show you this now, actually. Like Matic, for example, right? This is wave one, wave two, and you can see it here. This is just showing how bullish it is. Like, this is obviously not even touched a 0.50, which is honestly unheard of for a wave two, really, unless it is a leading diagonal. So I do see this. To be fair, this probably wasn't the best example because you do see it a fair bit in lead in these. Let me just show like this, for example, right? Oh, that's another shit example because this is an expanded flat. This perfect. You normally don't get a wave one or wave two that comes to point over there. You normally get A, B, and then wave C, and then you just got continuation. So, is Bitcoin, has it even started its impulse from the low? Like, is this a three-wave move? Yeah, it's pretty annoying. There's a few different ways that this can play out, right? You're either going to get, so wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, wave five, like some sort of leading diagonal. Then you're going to have like a short correction here, like you did for obviously Matic, like I said. And then obviously you've got continuation. I personally don't think these lows are going to get swept. I really, really don't. I think people have already had that entry. That got eaten up way too fast, faster than all of these, to be honest. All these dips, plus the liquidation that we had here is, yeah, in my opinion, we're probably not going to get swept. It has actually already tapped as well the 0.50. This is why I'm counting this now as the major wave fall low. Um, so if you see, obviously you've tapped the 0.50. Really, I do want to see obviously it come back down and tap the 0.610. No, sorry, 618, and then obviously bounce. But the way that we've come up off this 0.50 level, and in time and in distance and everything, it just looks right. So I personally do think that this is your major wave four, and it also matches up with time as well. All right, it is just a little bit annoying with this that it does look like a wave two. I mean, sorry, an ABC upward. But again, I am still going to count it just because of what I've seen across the board as well. Like if you look at AVAX, for example, this just looks like a three-wave move. This even looks like it fell in three waves, but it can because it's a big ending diagonal. All right. Um, but yeah, so you've got, it looks like it's this, but this can probably be your wave one, your wave two, wave three, A, B, C, wave four, and then wave five. So it looks like an ABC, but in theory, it's just fucking everyone. And this is also another example, really. If you go to this, so look, so we've got, it's come to a 0.50. It honestly, it rarely happens. But again, you've got a WXY with this as well. So ABC, WX, and then ABC. All right. Um, or you can count that as wave A, wave B, wave C. But yeah, you obviously come to your 0.50, which again is I just can't believe that we've come to 0.50 personally. I think we should have come a little bit deeper, but yeah, it sort of is what it is. So I just want to obviously highlight that I personally don't think these lows are going to get swept. Way too many people looking for a deviation. I think if we're going to get anything, you're going to get a wave A, you're going to get your wave B, you're going to get a wave C running flat, and it's going to be the most bullish flat. And then obviously you've got continuation. The way that we've spiked here, the way that we've just come straight down, come straight up, V-shaped reversal, looks like a three-wave move. A lot of people are thinking that that's obviously not your bottom, but again, a lot of the other stuff like AVAX has shown that this could just be wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and wave five. So again, the markets love to fuck people and not just make a wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, wave five, come back down, make a deep correction, and then continuation. Do you know, if that would have played out, then it would have been way too easy, especially for all the Elliott waivers. But yeah, everyone's expecting deviation. I don't think that's going to play out. I think either this is your wave two. I personally don't think it is, but it could be. Okay, this is obvious. This is my alt count. Um, and now you've some sort of 1 2 1 2 1 2 or like a 1 2, or this could even be a WXY. So you could have wave one, that could be wave W, so an ABC running flat, W, wave X, and an A B C D E for a Y, and then continuation. But yeah, it probably is just a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, wave one, wave two, and then off you pop, because I think a lot of the other markets are going to be showing this as well. So what's probably going to be happening is you've got your wave one, you've got your wave two, you've got your wave one, you're going to come back down here for a wave two, probably another shallow retracement, even you might not even come this low. This looks like a decent level to retest, and then continuation. I think it's going to happen across the board. I'm going to show you some very fucking interesting alts. What we're about to see, in my opinion, is something that we've not seen for a very long time. I do think that some alts are they're going to be jumping heavily, heavily. Like a lot of the previous PA over the last 6 to 12 months of downwards action is just going to get wiped out within the next few weeks. I just think it looks too good. So I do think that this is your wave one. If that's your wave two, great. If not, then it's going to go A, B, C. I don't think these lows are going to get swept. Deviation, I think it's just going to come here, A, B, C, and then a 1, 2, and then again 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and just continuation upward. All right. Yeah. But again, what it could be, it's either the 1, 2, the 1, 2. Again, I don't think that's going to get thinged. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then go, or 1, 2, 1, 2, then go. So it's either running flat or again impulse, impulse, and then off you pop. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, or a running flat for Bitcoin. Again, it could be a leading diagonal because it could be an ABC, and then sort of come like this, and then come back down, then come back this, and then obviously like this, and then continuation. But again, I doubt that's going to happen. I think we're just going to keep sort of full steam ahead personally. But yeah, these charts, I think some of them look fucking great. I think that the chance of these lows getting swept is minimal. I don't think these lows are going to get swept. But what I do think is going to happen as well once we do start getting up into here, I am thinking that, let's say you've got your running flat, so wave one, let's just say it is a running flat, or again even the 2, 1, 2, and then you continue. I think, let's say it is running flat, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4, then wave 5. Now, this does look like 5 waves have completed. It does look like 5 waves have completed. And it could be. Personally, I don't think it's going to be. I think that once this fifth wave is topped, I think we're going to have a retrace. We're going to come back down. Everyone's going to think that that's the top. And I don't know if this gets up to 90k. Maybe not. Maybe we top out at about 85 up here, maybe here or something like that. But you're going to retrace and you're going to come down, retest the all-time high here. And then what we're going to do is we're either going to create a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. You're going to have something like that, and it's not even going to make it to 100. Or the mega bullish count, which I will give you my concrete view. I do give you my concrete view. I just want to give you alternates as well, because if I don't fully know, then I don't give you my concrete view. There's no physical way of me actually knowing, and there's no way of me knowing anyway. But like just like down here, when I'm very sure on something, I am like, look, this is more than likely going to be a flat, and it obviously looks like it is going to be a flat. But yeah, I'll give you alternate counts because so you've got something to look at. I'm not saying right if this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens, and covering every base. Don't think that's getting swept. I don't think that's getting swept anymore. This is either your second wave 2, or you're going to ABC running flat. This is your wave 2, and then obviously you keep going. So I've got to give you obviously alternates as well, just so you've sort of see what you're looking out for. But I personally do think that once this gets up here and you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've got your retrace. This is gonna look fucking stupid, but I actually do think this is gonna play out. And you guys know I'm not no mega bullish fucking idiot that just thinks we're going to 200k. We're not going to 200k. If we go to 200k, I'll give every single one of you. What can I afford that doesn't? I'll give you all 3 grand each. All right. So if there's 100 of you, I don't mind paying out 300 grand. That's all right. So yeah, you've got wave 1, you've got wave 2. I think you can have another wave 1, another wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, a wave 5, your wave 4, and then your last impulse up. I think it's going to look something like this. I know this looks fucking dumb, but I think we're going to get an extended fifth wave. The reason why I think we're going to get an extended fifth wave is because of the alts. Alts have got so much left in time. And although I do think that when Bitcoin does start coming down, although I do think that if you remember me showing, I can actually go on here. 1 second. One thing, just while I am scrolling through, this ain't happening. And I even did a retweet saying this isn't what I was looking for. I'm just going to explain this. We won't even reach where it says the boring zone. I'd bet my life on it, which is here. We won't even get to there. We're probably going to get to about here, whereas what I'm showing on the chart, that looks like it's up here, but it's not. If you look, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, similar distance of wave 3 up here. So yeah, we're going to, maybe, do you know what? We probably will reach the boring zone. We'll get to here and then there's your top. No fucking chance we're going up here. That's like 6 million a coin. But anyway, that's that. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm trying to, in fact, do you know what? Oh, it's there. Fucking hell, what an idiot. So this is what we obviously showed out previously in relation to this video. If you've not seen this video, this is when I was making, look, I want to show my concrete view on the market and what I expect in distance and time, and that was obviously down here. I've not moved any of these lines, by the way. I've not moved anything, but I expected that one last dip. We took that liquidity, so we took that, and then obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is wave 1, wave 2 down here, shorter. Wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. So this is where I expected wave 3 and 4, but I've actually put them in a box here. So that's where your wave 3 got to, and this is where your wave 4 got to. So pretty decent. And if you remember me mentioning, I don't know if you watched that video, but I did actually mention at the highs, at the lows down here, that I was saying we're probably going to get sideways chop because of how bullish everyone's going to be. It's quite interesting that we didn't get the triangle I was expecting, and we did actually get a sharp an ABC correction. It is an ABC correction, by the way. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your leading diagonal, more than likely. You've got a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C, a running flat. And then you've got a wave C, a sharp wave C. A sideways wave A and a sharp wave C. That doesn't normally happen. Normally on zigzags, you've normally got a sharp wave A that makes up most of the move straight away. And then you normally get your wave B, and then your wave C is normally a little bit more dragged out like that. So it's like wave A, and then wave C is like that. All right, it's the same for like impulses. So your wave 1 normally goes like this, wave 1, wave 2, then your wave 3 normally goes like that. So it's actually the other way around for impulses. Impulses, it's, let's say, you could say it's like an A, B, C and a stronger C, but the C is obviously the wave 3. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. All right. But then for, yeah, ABCs, you've got wave A, not like that sharp, but yeah, sometimes wave A, wave B, and then wave C is more drawn out most of the time. All right. Fucking hell, look at all these squiggles. Hopefully, I'm being a little bit more direct and prompt this video. I've tried to. I felt like I just explained the same thing for the fucking first 8 or 9 minutes, but yeah. But yeah, let me just quickly show the reason why. So yeah, if you remember me showing as well, on the video, was expecting obviously the top to come in at about, where was it, 130. All right. Um, expecting the top to come in at 130, and I still actually do think that, to be honest. I've obviously got an extended target, and my extended target, which is my new top time, if we get an extension. So I've got two targets. I've got roughly 130 and I've got roughly 170. Because even if we get the extension, the way this is sort of showing now, it's making me feel that we may not get up there. It just looks pretty high, whereas this actually looks realistic. And I know you, yeah, roughly around here. And I know that even looks a little bit nuts. I just don't think it's going to go yet. It's way too many institutions that aren't even selling. There's way like there's no, like, the big beans. Then they're not getting rid of their bags yet. For me, it's not over. We've got so much more in time. We've got so much more in time, so much more in distance. I did even mention here, for ages even down here, that I think, where was my initial target? Was it end of, yes, it's this December. All right. And then I'll just quickly go back to this. Still got that there. That was it. Yeah, December. And then obviously this was my new top. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, back in for April. But I even think that in April, I think in April we're only going to be fucking underway on probably the first 1-2, 1-2, or the middle of the third. Again, you could get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then obviously it is really fucking time to shit the bed, like you did here, ending diagonal. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. You can see it there, like an ending diagonal. That's for the top of the third wave. So you had obviously your wave 1, your wave 2, wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your fifth wave inside of your 1, 2, wave 3, A, B, C, and then obviously you've got your extension, as we've been obviously anticipating for the whole time, really. But yeah, I think that this is where we're going to. I think this is where we're going to in terms of the extension. I just think that ETH has got so much more in time, so much more in time. This is probably the only chart that I am confused about. I'll be completely transparent. Obviously, we've been showing for ages now, even down here, that obviously you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. I do think this is your third, so you've got some sort of wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. I know this looks like an ABC. It really, really does, but there'll be some wave 1, wave 2 inside of this, or tiny wave 1 down there. And normally I don't like doing that. I really don't. But sometimes the wave 4 can be huge. And again, the market wants you to look at it. It literally wants you to see something that's not happening. And I know that sounds like bullshit, and it's really, but yeah, it can be very confusing at times. But I do think that this Bitcoin is nearly done, right? And you're probably thinking, Bitcoin's nearly done. You've just said that we're going up to fucking 130 grand. You're getting a 2x. There is no point, and I mean this now. I'll be honest. I'll hold my hand up if you're still here. I'll be completely transparent. There's a lot of times throughout this where I've got it completely wrong in terms of buy alt, sell Bitcoin. But now, in my opinion, seriously is the time to buy alts and sell Bitcoin. I do think, and you want to listen very carefully here, I do think that a lot of these lower caps, right? Well, I'm going to explain it like this, right? A lot of these lower caps are not going to be as good to buy just quite yet. I've got a diverse portfolio of a bit of large caps. I'm 40% large caps, 40% medium to small caps, and 20% memes. I've got 10% whiff and 10% pop cat. And I loaded these bags, believe it or not, I loaded these bags. I swapped my whole portfolio around when I came back. My whiff buy was there. That was my whiff buy. My pop cat buy was literally the exact same. PopCap buy was the exact same down here on this first burst up. and when I saw the 5 waves down inside of here, and those are my 2 10% buys. I don't always buy that fucking great. I'm not acting like a fucking genius and a guru, but I'm just saying that I got some nice buys here for pop and whiff. But yeah, what was I saying? You want to be very careful here, because I just want to show something, right? People think that you're getting in low caps, you're going to be so much more better off, right? If we come to here, which is, let's just say October 23, right? Price has done 200%. You can say it's done all this, you say it's done all that. Essentially, you bought back here in October 23, you're up 200%. You've doubled your money, tripled. You've got 10 grand, you now have got 30, right? Let's say ACH, for example. One of my fucking love this chart, love this coin, looks fucking brilliant. This even looks like not a wave 1 2 1 2 anymore, actually looks like A, B, C with an ending diagonal like this, right? Great chart. And I'll go back in a second why I think Bitcoin's got why Bitcoin's got a lot more in time, because these fuckers do, and I'll explain what I think on the Bitcoin thingy front. Got some interesting shit to talk about. You bought back in October 23, right? October 23 here, right? You're up 70%. Now, people want to stay away from, this is a 200 market cap coin, I believe, right? 200 market cap? Not 200 market cap. It's 200th or something like that, right? People are going outside of the top 50, the top 100, because they want to get all these other coins that are doing all this, they're doing all that, and they've got so much better in percentage gain. I can promise you now, and I read this in a book fucking years ago, and my mentor told me fucking shitload years ago as well. I remember messaging him, and he was saying, because I was on about buying low caps and all this and that, and he's like, honestly, the new investors, they love buying small caps because they see the percentage gains and they think, fuck me, that's so much better off. But the problem is, when they pull back like this is obviously pulled back fucking 70%. All these other coins that are lower, they pull back like nearly 90%. This is all right, it's the same. All right, it is the same, but it's not gone as high. This is what I'm trying to say. The first initial rise is not that the same. All right, this is just one example. Let's shot myself in my foot then. It's the exact fucking same. But when they sometimes they pull back, they're either more or the same, but the initial rise off of the lows is a lot more. What do you reckon the big beans are buying more of? And I'm being honest here. Do you reckon they're buying more of ACH, or do you reckon they're buying more of AVAX? I can honestly guarantee, I can't guarantee, but I can almost guarantee it's going to be AVAX. It's up there. It's got more liquidity, so they can enter and exit the market more. It's tens of millions of dollars that they're buying. You know, it's more liquid. There's more eyes on it because it's at the top page. It's obviously higher, it's more reparable, there's more people that want to be buying it, and it's up there for a reason. So don't just be looking at these small caps thinking, oh my god, I need to get in all these. Honestly, you're going to fuck yourself by not buying these, in my opinion. I want to show you a chart right now. I have so much rune you do not even fucking understand. This chart looks a joke. It's 15% of my portfolio, by the way. I actually want to mention something, and I'm literally just about to contradict what I'm. In fact, I won't say that because I don't want to give my portfolio away too much. But this, in my opinion, ABC. You've got your wave A, you've got your wave B. This has gone up in 3 waves, and you've got your wave C, right? Very sharp move straight after this, right? This looks mental. In my opinion, you're probably going to get probably about maybe even more. I know this looks nuts. The speculative buying, right? The reason what you can see at the top right now with all these memes going off and everything, this is what happens at the top of bull markets, right? Not just the top, we've never seen memes like this before. Not just the top of the bull market down here back in fucking 2011, not this rise. We saw speculative buying, not like we're seeing now. The rise up here, not like we're seeing now. Then when we come back down, whatever fucking happened down here, I can't fucking remember. Not like we saw at this top, the speculative buying. Yeah, you saw speculative buying. Yeah, you saw XRP and loads of other coins do a lot more percentage because there weren't as many cryptos, right? Not that you saw at the top of this buying or at the top of this buying, or even here. You are seeing speculative buying, and you're going to see it more than ever in this final 5th wave up. This wave, you're going to see it. Memes are going to pump. Everything's going to pump. Everything is going to go fucking ballistic on this last leg up. This last leg up here is honestly going to be the most speculative buy-in you've ever fucking seen. People think that what's happening right now, fuck, I need to plug my charger in. It's so annoying. I've got a massive monitor, big curved 50-inch monitor. It's unbelievable. And I use that, but I can't have it plugged in all the time for doing recording. I actually have to do it on my laptop. It's fucking well annoying. I just have to unplug it. Um, but yeah, what was I saying? I do this. I go on a fucking mad tangent. I've got fucking bear to explain as well. So much fucking shit to explain. But yeah, the speculative buying that we're going to see is going to be like no other. We're already seeing it with memes. We're buying, as Blunt said earlier, frogs, dogs, fucking cats, shark cats, dogs with hats on, cats with fucking hats on, shark cat. We're buying all this fucking shit, right? It means nothing. It is nothing. It's just speculative buying, and it's happened a lot more it's happening a lot more now than it is on any of the previous runs, and I'll quickly tell you why I think it is happening. The reason why I personally think it is happening is because we are at the top of a fifth wave, of a fifth wave, of a fifth wave. We are at the top of a bull market that started 15 years ago on Bitcoin. Wave 1, 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, Wave 5. That's Wave 2, that's Wave 3, that's Wave 4. And obviously you've got your fifth wave up now that is going to lead to probably around 130k. Once this tops out, you can even see it slowing down. Large down, large down, large down, large down. You can see it's just slowly, if you take that off, you can see it's curving round. The impulses aren't as big. We need a big reset. And it's right at the top where we are having the most speculative buy-in. And it's quite good to see from not only a psychological perspective, but also an Elliott wave perspective as well. It's good to see. I say good to see. I'd prefer this to go to $1 million and we all make easy money, but it's not how the markets are working, how they've ever worked, and it's not going to start today or ever work like that. But it's interesting to see how it's happening at the top of the fifth wave, right at the top. But it's not interesting to see. It's thingy. Am I sort of explaining it? Sort of obvious from a psychological, so that's the better word. Obvious to see from a psychological perspective, and yeah, obvious from an Elliott wave perspective, because this is what you normally see at the top of fifths of fifths of fifths. And what I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's your 5 waves. Then if you go down another fuck me, I can't think, man. I've not done this for fucking months. Then you're going down another. I'm gonna have to get it up. 1 minute. Let's drop down another degree. Right, so I can't even remember the word degree. So obviously you've got wave degrees. So that's your fifth wave, that's 1 degree. You drop down another degree, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, so A, B, C, wave 4, then wave 5. You drop down another fifth degree from here. So you got your 5 waves from the low, 5 waves from this low, and then 5 waves from this low, right? Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, so you got a flat ABC, as I showed obviously obviously down here, ABC, obviously on the video. Then you've got up here, you've got a sharp. I did think it was going to be a triangle, but obviously you've got that sharp. And then you've got wave 5, right? So that's another degree. And what's very interesting is we're in another degree. You've got another 5 waves. You're going to have another extended wave, in my opinion. You've got an extended fifth of a fifth of a fifth of a fifth. So you've got a fifth of a fifth of a fifth of a fifth. And inside the fifth, you can have another fifth. But, it's those 4 degrees are going to obviously be your main degrees. And I do think that we're going to get another extension. I know it sounds nuts, but I just personally do. I just think that the way some of these alts look, like ACH, for example, right? This, where is this going to go? This is going to probably come up there, then we're going to retrace, right? Let's say we go up here and that's where Bitcoin's fifth is, and then this retraces for a 1-2, right? When this is retracing, let me just get this right, to about February, March, that's it, yep, correct. When this is retracing, we're going to be up here, retracing again, so about January, February, March, whenever it's going to be, retracing for the wave 1, wave 2, same as ACH, same as all the others, AVAX, same again. You're going to pump up, you're going to pump up, you're going to come back down, you're going to be retracing January, February, March time. So you've got a wave 1, you've got a wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, right? And then once, obviously, again, it's going to be the same as all these other coins. And then again, once we start this third wave, fourth and fifth wave, again, alts and speculative buying is just going to be even fucking worse. And this is just going to keep on running. And again, Bitcoin's going to obviously lead first. I say lead, but alts are still going to be, it's going to be leading, taking a bit more of the market, but alts are still going to be fucking, they're not going to be far behind. And then this is when these obviously start absolutely pumping into mid 25 next year. All right. And then this is obviously when you start getting a little bit higher. Like, I'm not saying don't buy small caps. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just be wary. Don't just have all your money in small caps. Because if you would have held AVAX, which is literally 10th crypto or whatever it is, or ACH that you think is going to do a lot better, that's fucking 8 times lower, that's 200th, you'd have been better off holding AVAX. And this is what I've been trying to say to people. You buy strength. You need to buy strength. I'll go back to Rune in a second. I feel like I've explained so many things and I've literally just explained something else. I do this. I'm fucking loony. But yeah, then this is obviously when we're going to be pumping. This is going to be into Bitcoin's third wave. Obviously, when Bitcoin corrects fourth wave, this is probably going to correct with its fourth wave as well. Or this is when some coins are going to be going. Is Bitcoin going to go first? Get close to its top of its third wave? Are alts going to be still down here? This is when this goes sideways and alts run. That also could happen. And then obviously when Bitcoin tops, these are going to go absolutely fucking nuts into its 1, 2, wave 3, this. Bitcoin's going to pull back. Now, when Bitcoin pulls back, and Bitcoin has topped, and we pull back for its first wave 1 of a 1, 2, a wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, maybe not that fucking sharp or deep, but wave 1, alts are going to be coming down. Bad, not as like sharp and as aggressive and as bad as Bitcoin, right? But when this does its first retrace like this, wave 1, wave 2, this is where you're going to get your fifth wave. And this is where you're going to have had your wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, then your wave 4, then your wave 5. Then this is where you're going to get, obviously, your wave 4. Sorry, you're going to get wave 4, then 5. When Bitcoin pulls back, this is obviously going to go sideways, and that's when you're going to get your final fifth wave. When Bitcoin pulls back and goes into its retrace here, like that, into its retrace, this is when you're going to have your final blow off top for your alts, and then that's when it's, I would love to say all over, but we're going to enter a very big bear market in my opinion, and it's going to be akin to this, but obviously bigger. What I do think is going to be pretty interesting as well is once we start coming down like this, you probably are going to get an alt season in this ABC, probably a major alt season to be honest, or a lot of alts don't really do much. Bitcoin takes the stage, and then when we dump, alts just dump even worse. And personally, I do think that we're, I know this looks pretty fucking scary. But yeah, we're either going to come down to about 4K, or we're going to come down to around here, 25K, or about roughly around here. Either way, I think we're more than likely going to come back to retest. We're coming back to retest either this region, or if shit gets really fucking juicy, we're coming all the way down here. And it's going to get really bad. And then that's completed, obviously, the fifth wave and obviously come up. So I just want to sort of explain that. Jesus Christ, 33 minutes. I'll try and wrap this up. If you have stuck around and you are still here, comment on YouTube, not Twitter. Comment on YouTube, Wellington Boot. You're going to want to comment that, trust me. All right. Comment Wellington Boot on YouTube, not Twitter. Listen to what I'm saying. Do not comment it on Twitter. It won't mean shit. Comment on YouTube. All right, Wellington Boot. Don't ask me why. I'll let you know in a few months when something starts happening. But yeah, there you go. If you stuck around, there's your reward. Right. So, where are we up to? Right, some alts. These are just some alts that I'm in a trade with. Pink is my nearly ready / active trade. I actually got some very juicy 2 times leverage on Psy down here. I think it was here. I've got a lot of 2 times leverage. I've got a few. I've got Psy, Psy, Bitcoin 5x leverage just with a stop at the low. Not much. It accumulates to 10% of my portfolio. So it's just 5. I've got 5 different like low leverages. All of them are 2x apart from Bitcoin, which is 5x. Just 10% of my portfolio. All right. So not much, probably, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit extra. And if I lose it, I lose it. Don't really, it's not the end of the world. I can accept the risk. But I'm pretty bullish, and I've not done this for a very long time, done 2x. I've not done it for a very fucking long time, since Bitcoin's low, really. But yeah, so these. What's quite interesting is this could be an ABC move upward. So this could be A, this could be B, and this could be C. I don't think it is, but again, this is another one that is showing, like a few of the others that I showed at the start, a 0.50 retrace for a wave 2. You've got wave 1, you've got wave 2. Oh, sorry, A, B, C, or wave 1, wave 2. I personally do think it is a wave 1, wave 2, but I am just saying that it would be very interesting to see if we do obviously stall out here. It's just been quite interesting to see. I know I keep saying interesting. On Matic, on a few others, AVAX. AVAX is another one that we've just blasted straight through. And it's not even a deep retrace. Like, we've literally come back to the 0.50, some just above it, and we've absolutely just fucking melted. Wow, look at the mess I have made. Jesus Christ. But I do think a few of these, and it's quite nice to see just before Blunt's put it on his Twitter. I was looking at a lot of charts, and all the stuff that he put on Twitter, I noticed myself, and I respect Blunt's a lot. I've got a lot of time for him, and I think he's a great analyst. So when he shows some stuff, I listen, because he's good. He's a good analyst, and he's one of the only ones that I really trust on here. There's not many, but I was looking at the same. Weekly looks unbelievable. You've got your weekly, which looks fucking great. You've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 1. This is probably going to make wave 1, then wave 2, then 3, then 4, and this is going to pump. And personally, I think you're going to have another 100% move on this. And if you're taking that akin to obviously just going on the USD pairing, this is the reason why I think we're going to have some major moves. And what we've seen now is not what we've seen for a very long time. Like I said, over the last 12 months, 6 to 12 months, we've just seen downward action. This is going to get wiped out. All of this price action from there to there downwards is going to get wiped out in a matter of weeks, in my opinion. I think it is. I think it's going to get wiped out in a matter of weeks. I think that we've got a very strong impulse. Not just this. I'm not telling you to buy this. And I've also got a trade on here as well. This is this. My 2x leverage, I've not. That's just my long-term holds. I've not. These are just my smaller trades, my trading account. But I think the same with this. I think you've got a wave 1, you've got a wave 2. I think this is going to absolutely bolt up out of here and hardly even pull back. Whiff's the same. If you remember me showing before, we're going to teleport. I think, yeah, we'll come up here. This looks the exact same. I think this just looks unreal. We're going to get another probably 100, 150, 200% move maybe. Come back up to the highs. It's fucking mental. Like, I think we're at a good point in the market, and a lot of people should be excited. I think CRV looks good. Sui, whatever it's fucking called. You've probably got this is probably a wave B. I can imagine this just coming back down a little bit, to be honest. Probably to a 0.50 like all the other fucking coins, which has been mental to see. Just want to show here, leading diagonal. I actually missed this trade. This would have been one of my best ever trades, and I didn't take the trade. And I know people say that about all their trades, but seriously, I was very busy at the time. It was around Christmas time, and I literally hardly even checked the markets over Christmas. And I remember it coming down, and I was like, right, I've normally seen it happen a lot of the time where it's not even deep on a leading diagonal, like I've showed before, where it's leading diagonal and it comes down, doesn't hardly even retrace, then go. You got it with Matic, and it's weird. It is weird, but it's very interesting to see, as I would say. But yeah, and I remember at the time I was like, right, we come anywhere near this level or anywhere near this level, we're going fucking giga long. And obviously, I remember getting not fucking taking this trade, and it would have been an absolute melter. But yeah, anyway, don't need to. I'm just sort of getting sidetracked here. I need to know as well, guys. Message me on Twitter or fucking comment. You know what to comment. I don't want to say it again in case people are sort of skipping through. But Yeah, comment what's good about the videos, what's shit, it sort of helps, and I know what the go is then. And like, do you like these when I just go on random tangents and just start explaining mad shit that I'm seeing on the charts, or would you prefer it just being a bit more direct, 15 minutes and just blast through it than it being 30 to 40? I am going to speed it up quickly now though, but yeah. But I think this is going to come down, and then again, this is going to go. Again, look at this. This is just ACH, for example. Look at this chart, guys. Look at this chart. Wave 1, wave 2. This could even be an ABC as well. And it literally could just go wave A, then wave B, then 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5, and then it could actually make new lows when we get in the big bear market in 2027, etc. But yeah, I think this has got shitloads of percent to go. It's got so much percent to go, it's not even funny. Like, I can't even. Again, that probably doesn't happen. We probably don't come up here, then we absolutely melt and shit down like that. But I think this has got so much percent to go. So much percent. Again, it's just waiting for that pop to go. I think what also looks unbelievable. This is one of the obviously larger coins up there. Again, this is the same. Look at this for a fucking chart. Rune over Bitcoin. Oh, Jesus. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. ABC, X, AB, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Immaculate. Probably going to get a retest here. Come back down here to retest this level. Create a head and shoulders. Head, shoulder, break at that level, and off you pop. It looks fucking great. Look at this strength that you're buying. Look at this chart that you're buying. You're buying a wave 1, looks incredible. You're buying a wave 2, A, B, C. You're buying a wave 3, you're buying a wave 4, sharp wave 4 because you've got an A, B, C running flat for wave 1. Wave 5, wave 2, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clean as you can be. People don't want to buy this though. Again, if you would have bought it, you'd have been better off with this than ACH. And this is you'd have been better off buying AVAX. You'd have been up 200% on AVAX. You'd have been up 200 fucking percent on AVAX, which is a top 10 crypto, I think, 12, 15, whatever. But people want these 50. This is 50th, 40th, 60th, whatever it is. People want these coins because they think, right, this is a 15th of what AVAX is. I'm going to make more money off AVAX. You're not, cunt. If you'd have bought it down here, August, fucking October, whenever it was, you actually got in a little bit earlier than AVAX, but still, around the same time, you'd have been better off buying AVAX. Even if you would have bought this at the same time as AVAX and you would have missed this first run, you'd have got in here in October. You'd have been up 30%. You'd have been up fucking less than any other coin. This is what I'm trying to say. Don't just go in these coins because they're low market cap. Don't. You're going to fuck yourself. But yeah, sorry, I want to quickly go back here. ETH, for example. I'm just trying to remember what I was fucking talking shit about. This wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. This is probably wave A. This either now is the wave 4. Didn't tap that. Plus, you've got to sort of allow because of leverage as well. This is your wave 4. So this here. You might get your wave 5 shooting up with Bitcoin and everything. Then another just sort of sideways chop. Come up for obviously your high of wave 3 and your wave 5 here. More sideways chop. What do you reckon's happening inside of these sideways chop over the next year? Because I can fucking guarantee you and tell you what's going to happen. Alts are going to go mental. This, get out of, in my opinion, get out of Bitcoin and get out of ETH. I've said it before, and I'd probably say, and I admitted this earlier, I was wrong on the timing of getting out of Bitcoin and getting out of ETH. But now I would put my fucking life on it. Just remember that one thing, just remember, when Bitcoin goes up here and this comes back down, alts are going to get fucking fingered. They're going to get slammed. They're going to get smashed. So if you're getting in alts, personally, get out of roughly around here and then wait for this retrace. But everyone's going to think that you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and this is your 5th wave. No one's going to expect this down here and an extension up to 130. Personally, I think it's got an 80 to 90% chance of happening. On chain, hardly any of the big beans, the big spuds, the fucking cojones, the guys that have got most of the capital, they're not selling. This has been a bit of a fucking rant, to be honest. I hope you fucking liked it. Do you know what? Fuck it. If you've stayed here as well, we'll do a double. Just comment boot on Twitter. Boot, that's it. Nothing else. You know what to do on the other one before? Just boot on Twitter. Don't do both of them on Twitter. You have to do one on one and one on the other. I'm saying it in code because in case someone's sort of skipping through. But yeah, boot on Twitter, and you've got 2 entries. Oh, look at that! I've give you another fucking clue. But anyway, back to it. Stop fucking distracting me. So, um, again, everyone's going to think this is the top. It's not going to be the top in my opinion. If it is, it is, and we can assess. All right, and I think what's going to get everyone is the fact. Let me just open up a fresh chart. Jesus Christ Almighty! Fresh chart, yeah, brilliant. Right, let me just make sure. What have I not done anything on? Surely I've not done anything on this. What the fuck? No, we found a chart. Whatever the fuck Pepperstone is. No, I know what it is. I'm pretty sure. I can't believe Pepperstone. I'm pretty sure Pepperstone's Forex. Um, anyway, we'll get to it. So, fifth wave up, right? Shoulder, head, come back down here. Everyone's going to be thinking, right? Big head and shoulders going to be playing out. We're going to start tumbling. We're going to start rolling. This is your top of your fifth wave. That's your wave 3, wave 4, wave 2, and obviously your wave 1, right? And here, or even here, I don't know how low we're going to go, but I'd love it to go fucking this low. Come and retest this, go a little bit lower. Everyone's shit in the pants, even though I probably don't think it would, to be honest. But it is a fifth wave on its own then. So again, when you've got building momentum, wave 1, wave 2, you're normally getting a deep first wave 2. The second wave 1, wave 2 is normally very shallow, normally a 0.382, the second one 2, or a 0.50. Normally isn't 0.618 because you're building momentum. You can see the momentum building. People down here don't really know what the PA is going to happen unless you're a bit of an Elliott waver. But again, you still don't know. It's not until here you get obviously another swing of the low, and then obviously you come here a little bit shallower because people are all right, bit of a trend change, and it's not until that low where you get your third breakout because everyone's like, right, we've not just got your ABC or a 3-wave move. We're actually building a fucking trend here. All right. So where are we going here? Where are we going? Fucking Pepperstone, eh? But yeah, that last little thing, because it's fifth wave on its own, this could come deep. Could go wave A, could go wave B, and it could come all the way down here. I'd love it to come down here, to be honest. It would be good to come down here. And then this is when we start going, and fucking you're on your way. All right, or your ending diagonal. But again, that's pretty much it. I haven't really covered many alts. I haven't really gone over too much, just because it's pretty interesting for me. In my opinion, it's up only. There's only a few charts really that show, that you've got a wave A, wave B, wave C, and is this just going to come up a little bit more, and is this going to make one new low? That's going to be quite interesting. But yeah, the way that Matix ran, shallow, gone, even though that is the leading diagonal. AVAX, shallow, gone. That still could be an ABC and make a new low, but personally, I don't think it is. I think the reason why we're coming down here is you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. This is obviously a major area of support to the eye, the naked eye, because we can that's all we can see as a sort of a low. You can't really see this as wave 2, plus it's gone very close to its actual low, the wave 2 to its actual low. So people aren't going to wait, especially the big players. You've got to think what the big players are going to do, not us small fish. I say us small fish. I'm not too slow, not too bad. But yeah, but yeah, we've sort of come here and we've come up again. Could it be corrective? It could be, but I just don't think we're going to make another low. I think we're going to keep on just chugging up. Come here, or wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 4, wave 5, and this is just going to keep absolutely fucking ripping to the upside. Can't give you too much PA. Can't really say, right, this, and that, and Nance twat, because I can't, but a lot of them, I think they look fucking great. It's just pretty interesting. This is also one that's confusing. Sorry, I'm going on a mad fucking tangent here. Like, that's not a wave 2. This is just showing an ABC upward. Really an X wave, if I'm honest. So it's like, are we gonna come down and make another low? Like, it's interesting. It is very fucking interesting. Or is this just gonna create a triangle? A, B, C. Are we gonna have an X? All right. or you're going to make a A, B, C, D, E triangle, and then another A, B, C, and then go like this, sort of make a big triangle like this while some of them pump. But yeah, I'm just sort of guessing here and going on a fucking mad tangent because I've not done it for ages. Please, if you can fucking tell me if you don't mind them being this long. If you think it should be a little bit short and sweet, or you don't mind me going on these tangents, I need your fucking feedback. But you know what to do. I've told you 2 things to comment. Like, comment, subscribe, share it about. Look at that. 50 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ. Anyway, peace.